Now, I was improvising. Nothing in our intel had indicated that Schweiger was a friendly. This made him a potential asset. I had to find him. Only one problem. Berlin wasn't a ghost town anymore. The Reds had broken through the German lines, and a tank unit was heading straight for where Schweiger was being held. The Krauts were making a stand at Museum Island. I was happy to let them rot, but helping them slow the Reds was my best chance of buying some time. My plan was an audacious one: to blow up the bridge with a shot from the top of the museum, stop the tanks dead in their tracks. Then, while the Krauts and the Ivans fought it out, I could head into town and get Schweiger.
With the review embargo lifted, we can now show you more of Sniper Elite V2. Today we're going to be visiting a museum, not for fun, but for deadly sniper action. In Germany, it's been bombed. We need to go and retrieve some munitions from a nearby park, obviously. And the best way to do that is to get into a museum. So, as ever, we're going to check out a new weapon here. We're going to check out the German sniper rifle and head on in. I'm going to cut through the start of the mission because I'm actually wanting to show you the best part, which is getting into the museum at the later stage of this mission. So we've just picked up the Russian sniper rifle there for the first ever time, but throughout this playthrough I'm going to work with the German rifle, which we haven't shown you guys yet. So we've got a street section here with 4 soldiers that we're just going to tag so we know their location, and their colonel/officer who's doing a walkabout here. So we don't really want to get involved with those guys, but we are aware that there's a sniper up here. So probably a clever idea if we get rid of him. So our goal now is to move up this street, get into that house, and take out the sniper. So thanks to the tag we placed early on this guy on the roof, just kind of give us a reminder that he's here. Now we've made it into the final room of the house, so we can see here the 4 soldiers and the colonel. Let's skip them for now. We'll deal with them later. I could have sat there and fired a shot through all 4 of them, obviously alerting everyone, so probably not the best idea, but got to be aware that there might be snipers around here, so if we can crawl around this area and get down the stairs here. But of course our main objective is to set charges on this bridge for a convoy of tanks that are going to come across it later in this mission. So we haven't been found, we're just going to set these charges up here and get on into the museum. So here we now are in the museum, and this part of the mission is simply stealth gameplay. So we've got 2 guys here, one sleeping up against that wall, and this guy here, I don't know what he's doing, but he's about to get his neck snapped. So we get rid of him, and we're going to put a bit of lead in this guy's face. So once that's done, we're aware that there's going to be patrols elsewhere, so someone's going to come in around this area anyway, so we're going to set down the landmine there, so when they find the body they're just going to step on it, and they're probably going to wish they didn't. So if we now put ourselves into another location here just to get away from what we've just done, and as we see there, the subtitle and hearing it in the game. And yes, he's stepped on the landmine. So now it's going to alert everyone in the area. Everyone's going to realise something's up because there's just been a massive explosion and they've just had their mate Rick scream out in pain. So now let's continue on through the museum. We've emptied out this area, but still got to be aware that guards might be patrolling, so let's... Easy mistake we could have made there. The yellow marker telling us that he's noticed us. If I didn't get up against the wall there, he would have caught us. So now I've got to distract this guy because I can't stand in front of him and shoot him. So let's throw a rock up against this cupboard over here. And of course he's going to be alerted to that because all Nazis are alerted to rocks apparently. Silence kill there. He's now going to be alerted to the fact that there's a dead body on the floor. And they're both dead. Good job. Now into the next room here. A guard on patrol again, but this guy's staring at a lady. Getting distracted by a lady. So we're going to break his neck as well. And of course we've remembered that this guy was here, so let's wait to see what he does next and see if there's anyone in the area that could pick us up. And let's just put a well rod in his face as well. So yellow marker, someone spotted us, but we got away quick enough. I have to find out where they were. Or if it's safe to move up in that case. So let's move up just to see what's around the corner. Cover here. No one's here. Okay, we seem alright. Let's just make sure that we're safe. The objective there just to reach that room until the next save point. I think we're pretty much good. Let's just leg it. Now then, up some more stairs. Ooh, let's not use the sniper. Get rid of him the old-fashioned way with a silenced pistol there. They've noticed where something is going on in the building because people downstairs are very aware that half their work colleagues are now dead. So let's continue on here. So in the next room we've found ourselves a little issue here. 2 guards, 1 gun. Pulled it off quick enough there, so we seem to be okay. He was just checking for zombies maybe. Building up a guard if zombies were to come. And finally this guy at the end, just staring out the window. Well, what was once a window. Pick up as much ammunition as we like here as we await the tank convoy to come across the bridge, which we obviously set the explosives on. And you may also remember that there were 5 guards standing on that bridge, and here they are now running away, and I have a feeling they're not going to survive. Now to finish off the remaining enemies.
Вытащите меня!